All right, it's time to ramble.
The weekly ramble.
This is the segment where I take a timer, set it for 22 minutes, and ramble about art. Here we are, fresh in the studio, fresh on location. Yeah, I changed things up this week, and I think it was Saturday, I started to do these live streams in studio. I'd been thinking about it. Part of it, I didn't want to get paint on my laptop, but why fight it? You know? And so here I've been. So I don't know, that makes it 5 days, 4 days, something like that. It's Thursday currently. Yeah, I was trying to release them as they went, and sometimes I catch up, but yeah, it wavers. But it's been interesting. It's extra work, but I like it. It's evolving even in 5 days. So I'm definitely keeping that going. And a lot of it, like with this, I guess, complementary stuff. What did I hear? I've been listening to this book, Day Trading Attention, Gary V. It's pretty awesome, but I forget what they called, because it's the audio version, enhancements. Look at the enhancements on the book. I love that. Enhancements. So yeah, that's, I guess, what social media is. It's what I want to start viewing it as, is enhancement. They are artist enhancements. What's funny is I have a friend on TikTok, and I forgot that a long time ago she used to be a DJ. She did this TikTok, and I think it was about Popeye's chicken. And I was like, wow. Like, her voice was just so great. Like, I loved it. But yeah, that's like, wow. That's like pro level. I'm not like that. I think I've gotten better since I do more and more of these, but it's the difference. But maybe it's just practice too. I get part of me does not like. I don't know. You hear the voice in social media, especially like TikToks and stuff. There's this cadence, da 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 da. And then I think I saw Anthony Bourdain once talk about that. It's like, why are they talking like that? Because that's, and so I think part of me wants to keep my authentic talking voice, which is what you get. Once in a while, I think I get a little, yeah, but that's just me flexing, Oh man. So yeah, it's a good week. I had lots of cool feedback, and yeah, I'm gonna keep that going. We'll see. And things always morph and change, but I don't know. I think it's a keeper. I'm glad I was able to figure it out as best I could. I don't know. I'm not in my. This isn't my normal painting space that I've been filming from, but it's gonna be a while before I'm in my bigger space, and I let that kind of hold me back from doing this, and I'm glad that I finally broke through it. It was my dual ramble with Freak Book. Check him out on Instagram. Nick kind of asked about streaming, and it'd been on my mind, and stars aligned, and we're good. But yeah, this week I guess last night, yesterday now, it was my mom's 70th birthday. So I was very happy to celebrate that. And um, I don't know, it's cool as my kids get older, showing, I guess, more of the good stuff that I grew up with, how important birthdays are, how important it is to celebrate a person, which, yeah, I think it's good. But yeah, that was a good time. And what else? I've been had some cool commissions, Father's Day stuff, dad portraits, and then yeah, I one is somebody. It was they gave me choices from to pick from their dads, and one of them was in the picture. The dad's holding a turtle. I'm like, well, that's the winner, and that's that's what I got to paint. So that I think Jesse, he doesn't know how much joy that brought me. I want, I kind of want to grab a random turtle and shove it in my dad's hands and take a picture. My dad would do things like bring me turtles when he'd find them. Yeah. So I guess that was the connection there. But man, that was good. And then I've been painting, still on the big league kick, but I started a new piece tonight, which I'll show in my triple art peak segment. But I've got this book, the Sports Illustrated book, I think, and I've been using it as a reference. Which, yeah, it's funny because I'll look to Google a lot, but that just made me think. I've been helping my brother source books, and when I garage sale, I see sports books. I gotta pick those up more because there were pictures in there I've not seen, or they're different versions. I did a Christy Mathewson, and I've done that tobacco card before, but he I'd never seen, like, it's a full body shot, which a lot of those are. They're bigger portraits zoomed in, but it was cool to see like his whole body because of his posture. And yeah, it's that whole thing where like pictures are so revealing. Like I was reading, like, how gentlemanly he was thought of, and you definitely see that in that picture. And then to be able to take not just the photo reference, but that knowledge and impute it. Is that right? Yeah, impute. It's late. My dictionary of a brain is probably, functioning minimally. I was I love Hunter S. Thompson's writing, but I always get the movie stuck in my head. And I love the way Johnny Depp delivers a lot of the lines. The possibility of physical and mental collapse was now quite real. So I feel like that a lot. And so I think of that movie line a lot, which I believe it's in the book. A lot of that dialogue was pretty spot on. My favorite part in that book is not in a movie, but they're at a drive-through, kind of dialoguing with the drive-through about how they're searching for the American dream at a drive-through. I love that. Man, I need to do a Thompson portrait. I worked a little abstract. See, I'm so anxious, or not anxious, eager to get back into my big space because it happens here a little bit, but in between pop art pieces, my Mayan stuff really brews. Little monsters, which I think is, I don't know. I'm seeing my children pick that up. They like to draw monsters, and they like spooky stuff. I don't, those are they do have their spookiness to them, but I mean that has a source, the like Mayan glyphs and artwork, spooky, even the lore, even the history. The when uh, you look at human sacrifice and all that. There's a weird history of violence, even in the creation accounts of Central America, the Popol Vuh. A lot of it is like somebody will randomly get killed. It is, I have to wonder what the translation did to all that because it's very abrupt. But I feel like that's a little accurate. Like things went down like that. Like just he's out. He got iced. Yeah. Heavy. But yeah, that artwork is that is one thing I was thinking about Etsy because I left the platform and I'm kind of keeping an ear. Like I'll watch YouTube and God YouTube. That all makes me think about what I'm doing and stuff because I guess I know what clickbait is. I know how to produce clickbait, but I choose not to. But yeah, a lot of those Etsy videos were very, no, Etsy did this. No, no, my house is on fire. And then, it's nothing. Etsy didn't burn down their house, but they lied just to get views. I feel so used. But yeah, no, so I've been keeping a little bit of a pulse on that. Is there, I don't know. But I would move more Mayan work. I would move more of my figurative stuff there. Paper, like randoms. Because like on my channels, I mean the pop art, especially the sports art, is heavily what I do. But I have other work in between there that I love as well. But it just exists separately. So that's I don't know. I'm thinking about it. I mean, I could market it separately, but I don't know. Well, if I was making it more consistently, and that's the thing about getting in the bigger space, because I would be, and then it would be easier to, because I think I used to just present it more, talk about it more, but it's harder to when you have that much of a lag in between things. So, but yeah, I don't know. I also just have so many pop art ideas. It's a the pop art has always been the thing that makes me happiest. It makes sense. There's a reason it's pop. There's a reason it's popular culture. I think what makes me happiest is that it binds binds all of us together. Really, you know, that's can be really a global thing. I remember the first time that the impact of that really hit me was this was maybe 2017. So I get a message. I think it was on Instagram, and the guy says, "I found you on Twitter." Now, I did not know I had a Twitter, and so I was like, "Yeah, but this an ex girlfriend kind of set it up for me." I think I remember she was teaching me to use it, and and but I'd just forgotten about it. I hadn't used it in a while. But he was from Scotland, I believe, and so he commissioned a Tribe Called Quest album cover, and uh, it. I was really pleased with how it came out. It took me a while because there's a lot of detail in that cover that he picked, and then I had fun with it. But then, so I send it to him. I'd sent stuff abroad, but I guess the pop art connection was special because it's like, wow, that's yeah, that's a right. And whenever I do a music piece, I have that music going in the studio. It's funny, I can't do that with the live stream. That's frustrating. I can't play music out loud, so it's in my ear. But yeah, music is always going in this house in the studio. But yeah, I remember, and then he sent me a picture, and there he is in Scotland with the piece, and that made me happy. That it's like, yeah, that those are your records too, and just like a piece that's your player, and sometimes it's my player, and sometimes I don't know. I like it all, but yeah, even and I like it when somebody throws me something that I don't know, and then I get to learn about it. And then sometimes I get backgrounds on why. So that's why I guess that's why the pop art is my heaviest because I don't know, it unites where you know I don't think that there is so much that unites everyone, but it's just like anything, the ugly, the negative, the illusion of like people are so divided is just that it's not that real. We're all human, and I think pop art. I don't know. I guess if I did have political stance, that would be it. I just want everyone to be happy. Yeah, No, God, that reminds me. This is so funny to to bring it into the comparison, but so yeah, I was young. So the Toadies were big up here. Then they came to a show to Houston, and opening for them. This is before radio play or anything for them. I think the Toadies had been on 120 minutes because that's where I saw them. But that was before radio play, and it wasn't a big venue. It wasn't a big show. There were a lot of people, but it wasn't a big show. So Sugar Ray is the opener, and I remember he said something like, "Yeah, pay $5, have a beer, and have a good time. That's our political statement." It's like I dig that. Yeah, funny to think a lot of the shows I went to. Man, that was a long day. I've had some long days. I guess I might always have some long days. It's just I should just assume that it's been a long day. I don't. Let me see. Oh yeah. Okay. See, I broke my rule and looked at a comment there. It's happy birthday, mom. People responding to on my personal Facebook. I don't share as much anymore, but I will, like, if there's a birthday or a holiday, I'll change the family portrait. So it's my most popular comment or content on my personal. I like, you know what though? I post Ramble because I get asked a lot, like, how much engagement? Like on YouTube, it's and then like Spotify. Well, I guess podcast analytics I look at. It's slowly there's more audio listeners. Yeah, nothing huge, but there's progress. And then I've noticed in Facebook it actually gets a fair amount of listening. Like I said, nothing, but I don't know. It's just funny because you work on these things and you put your energy into it. And it's nice to see them grow, and I don't know. I'm just grateful to be here. So until next time, this has been
The weekly ramble.